Hello everyone and welcome to Town of Salem 2. This is a season 5 video and I'm going to showcase that Socialite is still OP. Hope you enjoy! Particularly your role as Socialite, you are a host of the town's most exclusive parties. Yeah, they are so exclusive that no one can join unless... So, Socialite got reworked. You can no longer see who did you block. You can still add people to your guest list. They are limited to 2 people. Okay, let's see. It says same row, 3rd time in a row. Still no army scroll successes. I say rip. Was a sad. 7 says, oh 7 doggo. Okay, I need to change my pre-written will because it's no longer accurate. Let's party at 1. And maybe we can, maybe we will catch some evils. Because town investigatives these days like to check 1 and 15 instead of 6 and 9. Nice, you rejected this one uninvited visitor to your party. So that's what you get instead of seeing whoever tried to visit. 7 says 11 no crime. 13 says tracker night 1 unknown obstacle. 11 says sheriff 1 unknown obstacle. 14 the psychic 1 and or 13 good. 14 says I'm at 10 instead of 1 not 13. 10 says 1 has you O. I say so 14's fake or had a typo. 11 says wow 14 is fake AF. 13 says I'm going with fake to be honest. Says probably fake. I say yeah I think fake. 10 says he has 1 so probably typo. 11 says changing after they see the rest of us had UO on 1. 14 says I have a 10-year-old keyboard. 11 says but nice try pal. 8 says we can be a fake. 1 says justice shall prevail. Oh, they're a prosecutor, I see, and they decided to prosecute 14. I whisper to the pros. I'm Serge, by the way. But it is not even saying anything, they just gave up. 8 says, if 14 didn't visit, they are likely an E. 11 says, it's not a typo when you choose the name that goes with it. 6 says, seems a bit hasty, could be just. And this was Shroud. Nice. 13 says, expected. 11 says, Lamau. 4 says, I'm TP for VFA. 3 says, come on Shroud L. 11 says, not a typo. 13 says, another dub for town. 10 says, it is a typo when you type a number and press enter. I say, I'm TS for VFA. I've missed some claims. So let's write that down. That 1 is prosecutor, 3 is town support, 4 claims TP, 5 claims TK. Let's write down our TIs. 13 claims tracker, 11 claims sheriff. 7 says, why we hang this? 6 go. 6 says I'm TS. 2 says I'm Monarch. That was late as hell. 8 says prove then. 5 says wow, that was very late. 8 says no sushi and wine tonight. 3 says guilties are sus. 8 says 1-on-1. 8 says I'm TP. I will be on 1. I say Soch can go twice in a row now. 11 claims that it was a super late claim for Monarch. 2 says, okay, I'm not Mon, but I needed something to get me down. 7 says, yeah, no. Okay, let's protect 13, the tracker. Or maybe, or maybe I should go on the invest. Decisions. Let's go on 7, the invest. Maybe we could catch some evils lacking as well here. We'll see. Okay, so 7 is investigator. You rejected at least one uninvited visitor to your party. The monarch has knighted 1. 7 says 2, no crime. 8 says, true, I forgot. 13 says, I found someone visiting 8. 3 says, 2 confirmed them. 2 says, one's on me, Scout's honor. 1 says, justice shall prevail. 2 says, nah, I was lying, I'm Mon. 10 says, monarch, knight me, I'm Champower. That's not enough to knight you though. 4 says, 10, can you reveal? 15 says, I'm also TP on 1. 13 says, 8, were you not on 1? 11 says, TP afraid to Crusader. And there is a prosecutor jump scare, and they prosecute. 13, that wasn't a good prosecute. 13 says, Jesus Christ, dude. Chill. One says, perish. So it says, spare. It says, holy aggro play. One says, this better not be town. 8 says, since we have so many TPs, I will stay on 1 and the rest will go on me and maybe 10. 5 says, that was a bit too aggro. 11 says, shaking my head 1. 11 says, not cool. 3 says, poor dude. I say, rip 13. 1 says, to be fair, this did guilty Champower. Kinda deserved it. What? That was a very, very late Champower claim. I almost guilted it as well. 5 says, well, he guilty late Mon claim. 5 claims TK. Okay, so just like this here, you can't go on the same. Well, not here. So anyway, as a socialite, you can't go on the same person twice in a row. I added to in case they knight someone, and I prevent them from doing it, and I don't want that to happen. Let's go on 8. There were no visitors. What? Why did 2 DC? 3 was Baker. They were killed by the Coven. Rest in peace. We have multiple epoch then. And they were going to claim Retry. Why did 2 DC? Why? 6 claims TS, and there is a PB already. 1 says 7 will also. 7 says that 12 has trespassing. 1 says I was attacked and saved. 15 claims cleric on 1. 11 claims that 15 is sus. 11 says 15 up, they are sus. 7 says 11 can't be passed, 2 can't be passed. 5 says, what is 12? 4 says, 15 post? Oh, never mind. 8 says, 10 reveal. 15 says, I just did. 11 says, 15 up. 7 says, 12 is some kind of evil. 11 says, they are not cleric. And 15 claims that it's a Coven push. Classic. You are just giving the info that you are neutral when you say that it's a Coven push. And they say, this is Coven push. Votes were too fast. Well, not only Coven voted you, Townies voted you as well. 11 is fake sheriff, they say. 6 says, fellas, I must throw a curveball. 6 claims pirate when numbers are illusionist, cleric, and plague bearer. 6 says, 15 is a landlubber, however, could be cleric. 5 says, didn't get saved feedback. 7 says, this is not cleric. 8 says, 10, if you don't reveal tomorrow, you hang. 11 says, cleric doesn't show as sus. 15 says, 11 is actually a coven though. 8 says, that is possible, PM. 11 says, nice try, 15, but I'm sheriff. 6 says, at least one landlubber perished, and this was Pesty. Nice. 11 says, you are salty, I found you, pal. Who should I go on? $11 could be a target, 7 could be a target, 1 could be a target. Let's stay on 7. Okay, 8 is TP. What is 12? They claim TP. Oh, and I'm dead to Coven. Rest in peace to 2 who just decided to DC for some reason. Devil says, man, I am Tarnation dead. Well, why did you join a game then, if you're so dead? I hate plays like this. I hope my info will be useful. Five says, did Soch get revoked this patch? 8 says, why did Bro DC? 4 says, yes. 8 says, yes. 10 says, brah, why would Mon leave? 5 says, checks out. 4 says, Soch got debuffed. 8 says, 11 post. 5 says, still want 12's full claim. 4 says, 10 reveal. 11 says that they had unknown obstacle on 7. 7 says, I want 10 to reveal, and I want 12 to post will. 8 says, yeah, 12 looks sassy. 5 says, they were caught with trespassing but never claimed visits. 12 says, what is FC? 8, 5 say full claim. 4 says, 10 needs to reveal their role. And they didn't claim the unknown obstacle on 7. 8 says, you didn't see unknown obstacle on 7? Nice, another evil card. Nice. I don't think this is going to get enote. Catching evils from beyond the grave. Love to see it. Seven says, wait, yeah, didn't see unknown obstacle on me. Get 12. 10 is probably Jester. 8 says, well, 2, 9 and me are confirmed town, so you can't be town if you trespassed. 5 says, 12 is a safer hang, Inno. 7 says, Inno this, kill 12. Eight says, wait, watch 10 be HM Flummery. Isn't even defending themselves. 12 says, I said what I said, I got nothing else. 7 says, 10 would have to be HM with book, cause not trespassing. 6 says, see ya in hell. 5 says we hang 10 tomorrow. 4 says just guilty. 8 says 7 true. 12 says come and throwing. Seven says an HM with book isn't a threat, like HM without book. And this was a wilding. 8 says 7 we have illusionist though. 8 says 7 so 10 would have been elude. 7 says that's possible. Tarnation. I dislike how there are so many ghosts on the other side of the circle and I'm just here alone. Let's have some house viewing of the alive players. That could be fun. Okay, so let's go to 4th house. Wow, it looks so fancy. Nice. 5th house. I like it. The gloomy atmosphere. 6th house. Looks cozy, nice. 7th house. Oh, I love it. Rest in peace, 7. Your house looks like a perfect place for socialite to have fun. 7 says, wait. 1 died to pestilence. 8 says, what? 7 says, does pestilence continue after Pesty dies? I say necro. 8 says, necromancer? It shouldn't. I say necro game 100%. 15 says necromancer through. 5 says lol. 15 says lol. For my last trick, Attonation die. 10 probably illusionist. 8 says necro likely dies when raising pest. I say yeah. 7 says 4 was stressing. Rest in peace to 8. They were mauled by a werewolf. Oh, we have even a werewolf. Thank 4 for not protecting me. I say, wait, a werewolf? 8 says, werewolf wasn't even on 1. 15 says, 11. 12, basically fake confirmed you. 8 says, just me. 15 says, you had that. Rest in peace to 11, the necromancer. Why res pest? I say, I know, right? That was very goofy. It says, well, 11 traded 1 Coven vote for 2 town votes. Kinda works. 10 says, I can't be Coven 7. 5 says, then what are you? You never claimed. 6 says, 5 is landlubber, by the way. 7 says, yeah, that did ensure evil win. 1 says, I was 2 votes myself, so more like 4 town votes. 4 says, 5 witch decay and 10 witch town power. 5 says, yeah, that's fake, I'm trick. 6 says that 5 is probably the illusionist. Trick my balls into your foot. What? 4 says, I'm last Coven. 6 says, in-game, of course. That doesn't make it better. Just stop saying such things, please. 4 says, 10 probably werewolf. 5 says, 6 is fake pirate. 5 says, well, now Coven wins. Congrats whoever voted me. It says, 6 should have killed me ages ago, not gonna lie. 6 says, unlucky Jen, you just gifted Coven the win. 10 says, okay. It's so ironic how their name is putting the dog down and they are... 5 says, Jen, could I email that? I can't. their name is putting the dog down, and they were a werewolf. 4 says, I wanted 10 to hang. And GG's Coven won this. I like the illusionist silhouette. So cool. 6 says, illusionist carry. 7 says, guessing 10 jest. 5 says, most likely. I say, Illu is underrated AF. 8 says, shouldn't have killed me 5. And these are all the roles that we've had in this game. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy Season 5. And these are the videos that might interest you. See you soon in the next one.